Hi guys, this is Pete here from Ashton's Cars, and today we're having a look around my 2005 BMW X3. Now the BMW X3 is a car that is now in its fourth generation of cars, but this takes us right back to the beginning. This is the original X3, brought out in 2004, and it soldiered on until about 2010. Based on the same platform as the E46 BMW 3 Series, which was renowned as one of the best BMWs of all time. And it was brought out as a smaller sibling to the very popular X5. And I remember when these came out, they were marketed not so much as an SUV, but as an SAV. That's what BMW coined the phrase as, which was a sports activity vehicle. So they saw this more as a car that would be for someone who was going skiing, but they wanted a 3 Series, they wanted the agility of it, but they wanted something that had four-wheel drive and a little bit of capability on off-road. And it certainly was a hit. I mean, that's why now it's in its fourth generation. In many ways, a better car than the X5 in my opinion, because these have almost as much space inside, but feel a lot more agile and nimble on the road. They do feel like a BMW 3 Series when you're driving them. And that's not a bad thing. The BMW 3 Series is an absolutely fantastic car, and especially the E46 model that this one's based on. So these cars, I've had one myself previously actually, and they've always been a car that I've been a bit of a fanboy of, especially when they've got a straight six engine. And as the eagle-eyed of you may have spotted already, this one is the 2.5i. So it's a straight six, 189 horsepower I think this car's got. So this is a SUV or SAV that will do 129 miles an hour and hits 0 to 60 in about 8.5 seconds. So quite a sporty car really, and a perfect family car. The X3 has actually gone on to be BMW's best selling model. So you know, the sort of figures speak for themselves in a sense. This is a car that serves a lot of needs to a lot of people. You've got loads of space in it, 480 litres of luggage capacity, which we'll have a look at in a second. This one's a sport model, so you've got the rather nice sort of side skirts and built-in step that run down the side of the car. That's not something that's on all of them. This rather nice set of chunky 5-spoke alloys as well, which are 18-inch and in very good condition as well. And also body colour bumpers, not something that was on all the models. So it's again something that I think makes this particular car look quite fresh-faced compared to other cars of its age. This particular car is a 2005, and that makes it 20 years old now. And that's really hard to believe because, for a start, they carried on with a similar shape for many, many years. The second generation really isn't that different looking to this. And the quality of this car means it still feels really solid. I've actually taken this car home with me a couple of times over the last few days. The air conditioning's ice cold on it. It drives beautifully. It feels very taut and tight, and it does handle really well. I mean, the power is rear biased on this car, so it's able to actually be quite entertaining through the corners. It does feel like a 3 Series. Here in the UK, back in 2005, you couldn't buy a 3 Series with xDrive. It was only the X3 that was offered in four-wheel drive. And I know that in some markets that wasn't the case. They did do a four-wheel drive version of the E46 in some markets. But for us here in the UK, if you wanted four-wheel drive and you wanted a 3 Series sized BMW, this is the one you bought. So let's have a quick look at it. Let's start off at the back. Now, let me just take you down the side of the car as we do this, because you will see the condition of this thing is stupendously good. Really, really good. There is the odd light mark by there. Couple of little loading marks on the bumper. There is the odd little thing like that, but God, it's hardly anything at all. What you have got is a really good sized boot. Look at that. Absolutely huge. Really, really capacious boot, 480 litres and a really good, usable, solid space. As we come down to the rear of the car, a similar story really, a lot of space in here. This car feels narrower than the X5, and it is, but there's almost as much leg room and knee room in here as there is in the X5. Probably not quite as wide, but you know, for most people that's not really a big problem. It's certainly got enough space in here for 3 adults in the back, and I think I'm right in saying it does have, yeah, isofix points in there as well. So I mean, what more could you ask for, really? This one has got the front and rear electric windows. Got the built-in mats as well. They're not the originals, but they're quite nice. And a little bit of wear to some of the switchgear, but not a lot. We've got things like cup holders that pop out of the dash like so. Pretty cool. And a big cup holder in the middle for the driver. As you can see, it's got an armrest as well. It's got armrests, in fact, front and rear. And there's a little bit of storage inside that. And I'll take you through some of the equipment that it's got. Let's have a look inside the driver's view of this car. I love these side steps and also the BMW sill covers there that are on it. It is a little bit of a wide step into it, but the look is so worth it. It makes this car look like it's got a nice sort of chunky wide body kit on it. Without those side steps, it does look a slightly different car. It's you know, it does really do this car a lot of favours. Let's just have a quick look as well before I get in at these seats, because they are the proper sports ones. Very, very comfortable seats in here. Deep bolsters on them. It does mean that you got a little bit of wear there, and a tiny bit of wear on the passenger side just in the middle, but it's not sort of, it is just where the black has come off. It's not sort of split the leather in any way. These are very hard wearing. These are from the day when BMW really did value the quality of their interiors, so they went to town on these cars to make sure they were spot on. So let's just jump in. I'm instantly comfortable when I get in here because it is literally adjustable in every single direction, this seat. I can do the bolsters, I can pull this section out to have a bit more support for my legs, and also it's quite a body hugging design without being too tight and too restrictive. I feel like I'm sort of hugged in place, but you know, I'm a bigger guy and I still feel quite comfortable sat in this car, so much so, as I say, I've been using it. Now, I did mention there was a little bit of wear on the interior, typical of a BMW of this era. Some of the black has come away on this steering wheel, you see on these edges. It doesn't really sort of affect things, it's purely a little cosmetic thing, and I dare say a little bit of matte black paint will tidy it up, so we might have a little go at that before it goes anywhere. I should have pointed out on the car, and I will show you when we go out, the badges are a little bit deteriorated on the outside as well, so I've ordered some new badges up for it, so they'll be getting replaced for the new owner. But anyway, it's a sports spec. What does that mean? Well, it means I've got full leather with those cool seats. I've got heated seats up front. I've also got the BMW Business CD player, which is a really good stereo. And I've got air conditioning, which is climate controlled air conditioning, in fact, in this one. That air conditioning is absolutely ice cold and brilliant. And I'm so grateful of that because we've had a really warm few weeks and I've been driving this car back and forth to work. I've also got cruise control as well on this one. That's something that I find invaluable on these. It does really transform this car into a really, really effective motorway cruiser. It's got long legs because it's got a nice big straight six under the bonnet. It's very, very quiet because, again, it's got a BMW straight six under the bonnet. And having the cruise control on it just means that I really love taking this car longer journeys. I've got electric windows front and rear. I've got a new window regulator, which is to go in that one, because as you might just about see if you're very eagle-eyed, there's a little bit of something holding it in the corner there. But I've bought the new window regulator, and that's going to be fitted by the workshop over the next 24 hours, so that's going to be sorted. We've also got parking sensors front and rear in this car. That's really a godsend as well, because you know, it's not a small car, not by any stretch, and having the extra security of knowing that you're safe in a parking space, well, it just makes it a bit more usable and drivable around town. So it's kind of a car that's got all the bases covered. Cruise control for the motorway, it's very good looking, ideal for the family, but it's fun to drive as well. And as I say, it's that much more narrow and easy to drive that it just makes so much more sense to me than an X5. Anyway, the star of this show is the BMW straight six engine. Let's start that car up and have a listen to it. I'll turn the fan down a sec because the aircon's on at the moment, but can you hear that? I'm going to give it a very quick rev. It is so smooth, that engine is, and it's one of my favourite engines. These were built so well, these 2.5 litre straight sixes. Obviously you can get the 3 litre as well in this car. The 2.5's more or less the same engine, but I think at this sort of age, if you buy a 2.5, you're buying a car that's probably had less strain put through it, and generally people who bought the 2.5 were a bit more sensible. The 3 litres, sometimes they've had a bit of a thrashing. So personally, my choice, I would go for the 2.5 litre one of these. It also, it's ULEZ compliant, and yes, the BMW diesels of this era were pretty decent as well, but you do get the odd timing chain problem on them, and well, you know, they're not ULEZ compliant anymore, so it does limit you somewhat. I prefer the petrol. I particularly like the straight six. This is the car that I would buy if it were my own money. So yeah, I'll give it one more rev because I just love the sound. Absolutely silky smooth. That thing is as smooth as Barry White's voice, and yeah, we're loving this car today. Absolutely loving it. I've got my aircon blasting ice cold. You've also got the old school sort of mixer on here for the air, so I can have hot air go into my feet and warm air coming through these vents if I do that. If I want it ultimate cold, I just put it like that, but it gives you a bit more control over the heating and ventilation, and once you get used to it, it's really handy to have. Heated seats for the winter, they're all working as well, and it's got things like the sort of tyre pressure warnings and stuff like that on it as well, which in the day was very ahead of its time. And I love the fact this is the 6-speed manual version. You know, the automatics are relatively good on these cars. They have got quite a strong auto, but the 6-speed manual is a lot more fun. And yeah, this thing's an absolute blast to drive. Just think of it as an E46 3 Series with a straight 6, but up on stilts a little bit, so you've got this really great commanding view of the road. And yeah, you won't be disappointed by it. So there you have it, folks. And I should point out as well, this is a 2005 car, but the private plate that's on it does come with the car. If you want it, I can get it removed if not. But if you are looking to buy this car, it will come with the private plate on it. It's been left on there by the previous owner. So I think with that plate, it does look a lot newer. First off, I think the condition. I think that the sort of sport body kit on this one makes it look a little younger than its years. And just in general, I think it's just the fact that BMWs have got that ageless sort of look about them. If you're interested in this particular car, it is available for sale, and you can get hold of me on 07932 873 646. I will be happy to take part exchange. I'll be happy to deliver this car anywhere in the UK, and I really do think it's probably one of the nicest examples you will see anywhere of one of these. I think the colour alone and the sort of quality and the depth of that paintwork make it really stand out. If you're looking at these in general, well, thanks for watching our channel. I hope it's been of interest to you, and please give us a like and share and subscribe, and comment below if you've previously owned one of these or are planning to. Let us know your thoughts on them and your own insight into these cars, because I've personally had a few of them. I love them, but it's all very well me telling you that. Let's hear what you've got to say. 07932 873 646 is my number if you want to buy this particular car. It is now available, or will be very shortly, on our website. By the time you're watching this, it should be uploaded. The badges will be renewed, and we're going to get some much nicer, brand new, fresh badges on it. I think it deserves them. That's about the only bit of the car that looks 20 years old, actually. So some new badges on it, a little bit of a clean, and a new window regulator going on it. It will come with a brand new MOT as well. What a machine. Hope it's been of interest to you, and thanks ever so much for watching, and hope to see you very soon. My number one more time is 07932 873 646. If you've not subscribed by now, why the hell haven't you done it? Do that, hit the notifications, be kept informed of what we got coming in, and I shall see you very, very soon. Bye for now.